Well, before we begin, let me just say this. Trump's an idiot. Okay, let's move on. Hey, Mean Matt here. So we're going to talk about WrestleMania 4, and it is at the Atlantic Convention Center. I'm not doing this shit again. What was interesting about this show was that it was for the WWF Championship Tournament, and that was a pretty cool to talk about, but to watch. Pretty much, this was for the WWF Championship. Not quite sure how that came about. Yeah, so that was Hogan, nonetheless, awarded a trophy for his third WWF Championship reign, and there's a bunch of different things that happened, and I'm not gonna get into that. So we'd start off the WWF WrestleMania 4 with Bad News Brown, who eliminated Bret Hart in a battle royal. Now, this was for a trophy, and yeah, this was kind of, I think this was for a trophy. Hell, I can't remember now. And that's when the Hart Foundation became a face take team, beating up Jim Neidhart. Then we got to the tournament. So the first round was Ted DiBiase with Virgil and André the Giant, who defeated Hacksaw Jim Duggan. This was a good match, of course. Andre was on the side of Million Dollar Man, who I guess had World Wrestling Federation Championship at some point. I didn't watch the show back then, so I don't really know what's going on at this point. It is for the WWF Championship, though. Anyways, so then Million Dollar Man won. We got Don Muraco with Superstar Billy Graham defeating Dino Bravo with Frenchy Martin by disqualification. Again, I hate disqualifications. I'm just, you look at these two, though. Don Muraco, the legend in this business. Dino Bravo, this is his first WrestleMania, of course. He was the guy that gets shot in 93 and dies from apparently smuggling cigarettes. Then we got Greg the Hammer Valentine versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Greg the Hammer Valentine won. We saw, unfortunately, Rick losing the Intercontinental Championship last year to Macho Man, and so this was too bad, unfortunately, for him. Then we get, speaking of Macho Man, Randy Savage defeating Butch Reed with Slick. And this would be a good turn of events for Randy Savage on this night. And then Wrong Man Gain with Slick defeated Bam Bam Bigelow with Oliver Humperdink by countout. Now this was also Bam Bam's first WrestleMania, and being from New Jersey, how fitting, And this was pretty cool. And this, unfortunately, he lost, which seems to be a trend with WWF/WWE losing your hometown, or whatever, home state. Then we get, for the second round, for the first round still, the last match, Rick Rude defeated Jake Roberts. Now, these guys had a feud. This was when Rick Rude was hitting on Jake's woman at the time, his real-life wife, and they had a feud back and forth. Rick Rude actually came in with the tights with Cheryl, who was Jake's wife at the time, his face on it, and that, of course, would piss Jake Roberts off. He'd come in, rip the pants off, exposing his ass. Not really happening for the first time, right? But anyways, Rick Rude won this match, nonetheless. Then we get to a singles match, or no. Sorry, this was a time limit draw, so I'm not sure what happened there. Okay, then we get to a singles match. The Ultimate Warrior defeated Hercules. And two strong guys. This was Warrior's first WrestleMania. And it was good to see this match. Good to see him work. Warrior won this one. And yeah, this was cool. Then we get the Hulk Hogan versus André the Giant, and this match ended in double disqualification. So the year before, you had Hulk Hogan beat André the Giant, do the body slam across the world, and so this ended up in disqualification, which is why Hogan didn't make it. So that was the quarterfinal round. And then Ted DiBiase, who won the first round, defeated Don Muraco. So he got to go into finals. Then we have Randy Savage, who defeated Greg Valentine. So this meant that those two would beat up eventually. Or whoever faced the winner of the semi-final match. Then we had Brutus the Barber Beefcake, who defeated the Honky Tonk Man with Jimmy Hart and Peggy Sue. This ended in disqualification. Jimmy Hart hitting the guitar over the Beefcake. Then we get the Islanders, Haku and Tama and Bobby Heenan defeated the British Bulldogs and Coco Beware in a 6-man tag match, obviously. Like I said, I didn't know the Bulldogs, but I knew Davey Boy Smith. And of course, Coco Beware with High Energy. Then we have the Islanders. I don't know too much about Tama, unless he went to New Japan. I don't know, but I know Haku being one of the toughest guys in the wrestling business. Then we get Randy Savage defeating One Man Gain in a disqualification. So, Macho Man gets to go in the main event, and this is pretty cool. Then we have tag team action. Demolition defeated the Strike Force, which was the tag team champions at the time, Rick Martel and Tito Santana. So, yes, they were tag team champions. But they, of course, lost, and Demolition became the new tag team champion. Then we get to the main event. Was Randy Savage and Ted DiBiase for the WWF Championship. Now, this match was interesting because this was when Hulk Hogan helped him out in this match. See, I never liked Hulk Hogan for this fact that he had to be in every WrestleMania main event, whether it's he's in a match or he helps out. So, WrestleMania 1, of course, this was the first WrestleMania. He was a tag team. WrestleMania 2, King Kong Bundy. WrestleMania 3, André the Giant. Now, this is supposed to be Randy Macho Man Savage versus Ted DiBiase who sticks his nose in where it doesn't belong, Hulk Hogan, to help out Macho Man Randy Savage, become the WWF champion. Well, he didn't need that. He didn't need the help. But he fucking got it anyways. Well, this brought out the new tag team of Mega Powers, Macho Man Randy Savage, and Hulk Hogan. Okay, great. Still, Randy Savage could have done it on his own. But no, Hulk Hogan had to help him win and then pose with him at the end of the fucking match. And this is only going to get worse from here, I guess. But yeah, they did the Mega Powers for a while. Then something happened with Miss Elizabeth, and there were fights backstage with Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage at Saturday night's main event, which would lead up to WrestleMania 5. So, we'll get to that tomorrow, however. Yeah. So, overall, WrestleMania 4 was very cool. I had thought this was in the Trump Plaza, but it was in Atlantic City. Whatever. I guess I did that wrong. Oh well. I made a mistake. Okay, well, next year we'll be in the Trump Plaza anyways. Alright, talk to you later. Bye. Well, before we begin, fuck. Hey, me, Matt here. So, it is my interest to talk about WrestleMania 5, and it was in the Trump Plaza, as I Hey, me and Matt here. So, we're talking about WrestleMania 5. Shit!